Happy Halloween! Ooh. Hey guys, it's John the Vintage Geek. I wanted to take a look at comparing another packaging from the original 1978 Jawa to the new Vintage Collection 2019 Jawa. So this is 1978 versus 2019. Because we've got the Vintage Collection Jawa here, and I gotta say, this thing looks great. He looks so awesome, and I just had to check him out right next to, the original and compare. Because I really like the way this new Jawa looks in the packaging. He looks great in the packaging. So here's the original, 1978. Now mine has a tear. It looks like someone tried to take a sticker off or something, and it tore. So that's unfortunate. But it's a 12 back, and I can't complain that, I'm glad to have a 12 back in my collection. So as you can see, the logos are the same. The punch for hanging it on the shelves is in the exact same spot. Ages 4 and up is in a different place. Now they have a warning label over there. But it's still got the Luke and Leia together in the corner. It's got the racetrack. It's got the Star Wars. The same Jawa name in the yellow. It's got the same picture, but it looks like the older picture is zoomed in a lot more than the new picture. So I like the older one with the larger picture of the character myself. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I really like how the new ones look. They're so rummy. It even has the little bubble on the bottom. See that little extra piece for the bubble? That's there on the original too. But yeah, I was saying I really like the way these look. Kenner logo still there. The bubble is large, massive on the new ones with all the accessories, where it's just a teeny little bubble on this one. And my bubble is dented a little bit, but that's okay. Like I said, it was a good find when I found it, a really good price because of the defects, and now I own a 12 back. That's kind of that was the main thing. And the back of the card is pretty nice. It's pristine almost. So it was just kind of one of those things where wow, I can get a 12 back for this price. I'm getting it. VC 161, and you can see him there with 10 figures on the back of the new Vintage Collection carded guys, and the whole bottom of the card is taken up by all the warnings and labels nowadays. The Disney Hasbro logos down there, Star Wars at the top around the racetrack. The punch for hanging it on the shelf does go through the logo and racetrack. You can see the text for all 12 figures that were available and a drawing of the 12 figures that were available. Also a thing explaining how to use Luke's lightsaber and Vader and Obi-Wan, I would say. But this was just the classic 12 back that we all grew up loving, And the reason you want this card is because of this back. It showed the TIE Fighter, X-Wing, Land Speeder. You could also get this mail-away platform, playset sort of thing. It's not really a playset. It's more like a display stand platform. Just 2 proofs of purchase and $2, and it was yours. A pretty cool little stand to get at the time. I know a lot of you guys out there have it. I've seen them on Twitter with your pictures of them all. It's pretty cool. I don't have one of those display stands, so that's something that I never got. I don't think we ever got it. I really don't think we ever got it. But there's the back of the cards for you, and then, we're back to the front. We're going to get this guy open, and we'll compare him to one of the original vintage figures here. I got a couple of these guys open as well. Oh. So let's see. We'll take a look at his gun. He comes with this little, flintlock sort of looking weapon and blunderbuss kind of thing. And he also comes with this little pistol, this little tiny pistol Almost like a tiny Princess Leia gun. So those are the two weapons that this Jawa comes with. And here's the Jawa himself. I like this hood. I really like the way the hood came out. I think that's really cool. Oh, his hand fell off. It's okay. You just pop it back on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we'll go through the articulation here. So his head does turn a little bit. Boom. Oh, nope. His head came off. The figure's falling apart. What are we going to do? All right, we'll try to move the shoulder here and see if that falls apart. Okay, we're safe. It's not going to fall off. All right. So every time you move the figure, he falls apart. No, I'm just kidding. So the shoulder has the in and out, full 360. It spins. He's got a little bit of rotation there. The elbow bends. The hands can swivel around. Let's make sure this hand is actually in there. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, so you're fine. And he's got all these details in the belts and pouches. I like how they're different colors. They look worn out and styled. This is a really nice looking Jawa from a stationary standpoint, like detail wise. So the small gun just falls right through the holster. You're not going to put that in there. And now it looks like the holster has a split in it. So it's not a solid piece, which to me is weird. So we'll put the other gun in here. Let's just see how this looks. I don't know about this, guys. What do you think? I'm not 100% happy with that split in the plastic there. That supposedly makes it easier to get the weapon in, but it just doesn't look right. I don't like that. I'm not that happy about that. Yeah, no. All right, the legs have like, this is just a plastic casing around them. There's no split in it. There's no nothing. It's pretty rigid. The legs do move, but they can't go anywhere because of that lower cloak. So there's really no point in having legs on this guy. You just move his arms and you can't really move his head. His waist turns. So you could spin it around and have it from either direction, I guess. Let's see, do we want that out front or do we want that out front? I don't know. What do you think? What does that look? The lower cloak, you know? I think we'll have it this way, the way he came in the package. So there we go. Yeah, there he is. You know, all his movements. Not many. He's just basically, you can move his arms. That's pretty much what you're looking at here. You can move his arms. Yep. And put the gun in his hand. We'll put him next to the Kenner, original 1978 Kenner versus 2019 Vintage Collection Hasbro. The Kenner is always going to be my favorite. But this one isn't bad as far as the way he looks. He looks like, you just have him standing there, he looks really good. You know? Play value wise, he's not, I mean, he's actually a step down from this guy, isn't he? Because at least this guy, the legs, you could sit him down. I don't know. It's kind of weird. This one was always a weird one, wasn't it? This Jawa. And then I think this is the other Vintage Collection Jawa that came out years ago. And he at least had a cloth bottom so you could move his legs. Because this guy, the legs do move, but he just doesn't look as full, fleshed out like he needed another cloak or something. I don't know. He looks awful thin. Doesn't he look awful thin? So here's all four of them together. Through the years. Jawa through the years, whatever you want to say. All right, guys, I think this is about it. This is going to wrap it up. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like toys as much as I do, then this is the channel for you. So please go ahead and subscribe. Follow along with us on this journey as things enter my toy room. I'll go over everything I get. And what do you think about this guy? Do you think I think this is one you just want to leave in the packaging, because he looks the best in the package with that new box art. Just looks fantastic, I think. So he might be one that you just leave in the packaging. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Leave this guy in the packaging, or is he worth opening up? You decide. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. May the force be with you, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya.